The solutions to elevate Africa to the level it deserves are first and foremost within us. They lie in our talent, our resources, and our capacities to innovate, organize, and cooperate. The conviction echoes an African intellectual heritage that must embrace. The poet-president Léopold Sédar Senghor spoke at an African culture of giving and receiving, a culture grounded in exchange, reciprocity, openness, and shared responsibility. Today, more than ever, this philosophy points us to the path forward that an African that builds take ownership of its destiny and engage with its partners on equal footing. Giving is neither a unilateral gesture nor an empty posture. It is a foundational act. It is a demonstration through action that Africa is ready to fully take charge of its destiny. For our states, giving means first and foremost assuming the sovereign responsibility of preparing the ground, consolidating foundations, building institutions, securing the environment, and inspiring confidence. It means structuring our economies to make them predictable, productive, and competitive. It means ensuring macroeconomic and financial stability, which remains the primary condition for any investment. It means modernizing our regulatory frameworks, strengthening transparency, and providing investors with the clarity that expect, not as a favor, but as a reciprocal commitment. Giving also means mobilizing our own resources, investing in our infrastructure to reduce logistical costs and open up territories, accelerating industrialization to capture more added value and move beyond dependence on raw material, supporting our entrepreneurs, our startups, SMEs, which are the primary drivers of social and technological innovation. Shaping also an administration that facilitates rather than hinders, that supports rather than complicates. Promoting also a culture of excellence and high standards, which the African private sector becomes a strategic engine capable of exporting, of innovating, taking risks, and articulating a long-term vision. And finally, giving means committing decisively to the major transition of our time: energy, digital, environment, agriculture, and logistical. It means understanding that Africa's transformation will not come from substitution or replication, but from creation, the creation of new value chain, technological clusters, industrial ecosystems, and regional hubs. In other words, giving means doing our part. Receiving, the other side of this circle, is never passive. It means welcoming partnerships, mobilizing capital, integrating innovation, attracting investors, and creating the conditions for sustained, predictable, and impact-oriented financing. The challenge is huge. According to the international analysis, the world will need to mobilize $4 trillion per year by 2023 to achieve the SDGs. For Africa alone, the annual requirement is estimated around $1.3 trillion. In the face of this colossal need, public financing, essential but limited, is no longer sufficient. It has become imperative to broaden the investor base, attract private capital, and innovate in financial mobilization mechanism. The private sector must occupy a central role. Its ability to invest, to innovate, industrialize, create value, and mitigate systemic risk is essential to support Africa's major transitions, mainly energy, digital, industry, agriculture, and logistics. Morocco has set a clear objective to raise the share of the private investment to 2/3 of the national total by 2035. I'm looking at them because they're right here, the private sector, and they're committed, right? And the ambition reflects a deep conviction. Private investment is the key to employment, to innovation and competitiveness. The Africa Investment Forum, which Morocco is once again proud to host, perfectly embodies this dynamic. Its 2025 theme, Bridging the Gap, Mobilizing Private Capital to Unlock Africa's Full Potential, captures a collective challenge to mobilize resources and foster a generation of ambitious and sustainable projects. The sessions of this edition will cover key sectors, and we hope that these 3 coming days will give rise to concrete partnerships, transformative deals, and initiatives capable of sustainability, improving the living conditions of African population. And thank you for your attention.